Alright, hello, we are back. We've done our off-screen grinding. We've taken ourselves up to level 28 cap. Now, I want to start off by, I researched more about Dragon Slayer and Dragon Bane interaction. According to information from Reddit, what it does is Dragon Bane will give you plus 2 times multiplier on your next basic attack or basic ranged attack. The Slayer, however, will give you 6. Meaning, and then 6. Sorry, it will give you 6, and it will stack. It will stack with Dragon Bane, and it works on melee or ranged attacks as well as finishers for ranged or melee. So mid and late game, once you got Junon, he's gonna be your main one-shotter of beasts and dragons. And there's a lot of beasts in the side quests, and a lot of dragons in the side quests for chapter 4. Especially in the shaman areas. So anyway, got our setup. Oh, we should put we should put an awaken. Well, there's not that many charm left. Mostly that one blowgun and then Ozma, but yeah. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Oh, and make sure to pay attention to the talk. Because early on in Chapter 4, for all routes, there is a side quest you can do. Make sure to save. I don't notice the quest is open yet, but the first fight. It is. Okay, so we're going to do this right away. This is step 1 in recruiting Azelstan. Let's see. We can... We could, in theory, drop the cleric because we have 2 lobbers and, they both have potions. This is something you want to do early in the chapter 4 in case you need to come back later to reset via Royal Tarot. Alright, so here we go. It's an assassination mission, but this is a notorious one in the sense that it's actually incredibly annoying because Azelstan has a history of running into the enemy. Here he's called Diego, but yeah. We've also taken liberty to redo his loadout a bit. He's got AoE debuffs and a little bit of AoE buffage. You want to hurry over to Azelstan as fast as possible because he is a magnet for hate early on. Like the AI would just straight, go after him quick. See? Notice this class is Buccaneer. The reason why you want to do the Azelstan quest, it's part of your Lord run, is because Denim can become a Buccaneer. Buccaneers get access to a random chance trait that gives them haste. And going through the other routes, as well as side quests like the Palace of the Dead and all that, that's an incredibly powerful trait to have.
Watch it up! You'd best not.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I took him off AI or not. Want to get him over there as fast as possible. So this is why you might want to consider keeping scorpions on for a while, because on her, there's a chance for 2 different, CC, depending on whether or not you keep the paralysis blade on her. Also, no, Azelstan has buffs, but yeah. Let me check his element. Earth. Okay, so we can't just straight up annihilate him. So stun is a random chance for an action to fail. It works on the final boss, so yeah, it's an incredibly powerful CC in this game. Okay, we gotta hurry and get Vice over there. This can be a natural problem. Is getting through the wall of beef. So yeah, this can very, very easily happen. So you need to be, considerate of whether or not that might happen. I think we can possibly move Ravenous over, but I don't know if she's got the range to get in healing range or not. Oh, she is. Okay, yeah. Better than nothing. And it might change the seed in our favor. But like I said back in the first session and second, this is why you abuse Chariot. There's just no reason not to use Chariot. Yeah, see, look, they're just targeting him over and over. So this is unfortunately one of the biggest issues with this one. His next battle, however, is much less of a pain on that count. We do need to remove her. It seems like she's gonna be the big threat right now. Gotta get rid of her, so she can't take him out. Oh yeah, just popped a cap at him right there. Oh, why would you run away from us? So yeah, we got a lot of problems here. Oh good, get rid of him. Yeah, that way he can't do anything. Oh, good. He goes towards us this time. Oh, yeah. So yeah, this is one of the biggest problems of this battle, and don't be discouraged training. It just means you got to abuse the chariot because otherwise you're going to be in here forever. If you're trying to do it in a no chariot run, you pretty much have to wait till you have to get really good RNG, or come back when you have World Tarot. You can just brute force some of the spawns. Because it's very notorious as being one of the most annoying battles in the entire game. I may have to go further back, I'm not sure. See if we can spook her a bit. No, she's just gonna go over there. We had to deal for some of it. So something to know about the Phalanx is it ignores, right? Poison ignores it. So. Try seeing if we can mess around with the random seed a bit. Ah! So that's okay. Risk management is an annoying ability that the final boss likes to use. Yeah, it's incredibly irritating if he pops it off. Only in his first phase, though. Seems like she's just not able to get in position easily for a heal. don't know if Denim can go over in time. It's all whether or not that Dragoon doesn't get to him in time. Ooh, spooky. Alright, he did that, then yeah. That's something interesting about Swordmaster. Sometimes they can get 2 attacks like that. Okay, good. Finally, movement. We're nowhere near range of that guy. Let's see. Okay, 52, so that'd be 104. Yeah, no point trying to take him on right now because he's not breached. Canopus might be able to go over there and heal him now. Yes, finally. Okay, so yeah, you have to pretty much find a way to get Canopus over there or someone with Lobber. Once you got him healed up, it's pretty much good game. Also, that guy hits really hard. May want to consider a weaken. I had my hit turn. Oh, okay. I see now. Oh, wait, they got our wizard. Damn it. Didn't realize he was that low. So yeah, the AI could be like sharks hunt, after the scent of blood in the water. Oh, yeah, we're an Ixer, just pop a full heal. get a breach on him so we can get him out quicker. Good going, buddy. I hope that was worth it. There we go. So yeah, this is one of the battles here you're going to be using Chariot a lot in. Just because the RNG can make it where things can happen completely out of your control. That you should never feel like you played it badly. The AI in this one is very, very notorious for acting weird. So if you're having trouble with it, do not feel bad. This is just one of those battles that even a seasoned player would go to it, think, yeah, there's problems here. It's not you. It's definitely just one of those battles. Oh, what are we low on? Oh, okay. We need to. Well, let's craft it up. Sell off junk first. Excess loot. Once you have the level 2 and 3 versions of spells, get rid of the low level ones. You don't need them anymore.
What do you just give the word? Just give the word.
That should last us for a good while. Now that we got that battle done, once you need to check the talk every now and then and wait for a new entry about Dread Pirate. That's when the next step is available. And here we have an ambush scenario. If you do somehow have not gotten a Frost Dragon yet, this is another opportunity for it. And here we get intelligence charms. I believe it's not possible to get any more between now and when we finally get our ideal mage.
I've looked forward to our meeting, Denim of...
You don't need to specifically set him up for dragon, dragon slaying, but it can help a bit here. Ideally, you're just going to want to caveman rush the boss. He's a wizard, so you shouldn't need to breach him. But be careful, he is hit hard. He's got level 2 spells and a magic card bonus. Move over. Start attacking him from range, but beware of the cleric. Also, he's ice, so Canopus is the biggest risk, but if you have enough healing, should be possible to take him out. Even with the 400 damage hits. So he's got 2 clerics, so they could be a problem. I want to get rid of these clerics early. Also, what happened over there? I kind of wasn't paying attention. Oh. The dragon killed itself. Huh.
The
There we go.
bastards.
One breach. Even if it gets squishy, that breach increases their damage taken, so... Need to take one out quickly? Yeah. Breach it anyway. Okay, so here is a way to get past this section quickly. First off, unequip all of its gear. Make sure it's safe in case it doesn't work. Sometimes, there might be something you missed, and that's what sets it off. If you go to the south wall, it only deploy Denim without any gear equipped. It includes no necklace or anything. You get a cutscene. And this is how you know it worked, because you'll get the cutscene instead of a battle.
Don't you recognize?
I don't much care for... Steady there. What?
I am unarmed.
I'll be the judge of that. Leave off. Yeah. A grave
Enough.
And this is Olivya, who replaces your cleric. So sorry, Donato, we got an upgrade.
Father.
You want to speak with me?
Normally, you find a lot of origins about Denim and Catiua that are not really brother and sister. So Olivya is now your new cleric, and she comes out pretty I think she has higher base starting stats than Donato. And she's water element, so yeah. Look, she starts out with heal 3. Well, it's exorcism, major heal, so there's no reason not to take her. She is now your new cleric. And if you remember correctly, if you deploy her to the temple battle, you get bonus dialogue. Plus, you need her in a party in order to get our actual mage that's coming within the next, I don't want to say 30 minutes. So make sure you kit up Olivya the same way you had Donato set up. Because again, she is now replacing him. Also, here's a fun little thing. If you look at his Denim stat before before going to Brigantys, you see he's listed as Wallister. Now he is listed as Backroom. So that's a neat little thing that if you're not paying attention, you may not notice. But his clan changes.
Well... Sure. What do you say? What do you say?
You gotta upgrade her gear.
Just give the word.
Just give the word. What do you say?
Thanks a bit for Donato. We never upgraded his gear.
You sure? What do you say?
We don't have the ingredient we need. One is, yeah, gotta go to the dungeons and find. Let's see, she's already 28, so we don't need to worry about her getting leveled up. Did we lose anybody? I don't think so. Nope. So, yeah, this is the battle where we're going to get access to our mage. I'll go to the exact recruitment spot, recruitment method when we get to it. This is another assassination mission. And all. Next hit point charm, okay. There are some annoying dragons in this one, so you may want to consider swapping around for Dragon Slayer. And the Dragon's Bane combo. Season a Dark Dragon as well as a Flame Dragon. They like to get in your face, so this is another spot if you somehow missed Dark Dragons.
Wait. You're Denim!
Very lucky to get that popping again so soon. We're just out of. Well, we're gonna stop him from attacking so we can get that 1 point back. We're gonna show what happens when you comboed him. It's an 8 times damage multiplier. Notice those imps have some strange stuff around them. Yeah, strange auras. Because despite being mages, they have access to a cleric skill. That's actually a knight skill. Notice La Raza is fire, so if you have any ice weak enemy, ice aligned people, you might want to be careful. Notice it was around, what, 3:30 before? Yeah. This is why people including myself, advocate for Junin. He could do this a lot more easily than a generic Dragoon of the same level. His bonuses started out with him having a significant damage bonus over an equal level generic Dragoon. So yeah, he hits hard. And since we poisoned him, that's pretty much a guaranteed kill on that dragon. See, even if the mage didn't go over and do that. And we gotta heal instead of that, so because the AI does not like to heal itself sometimes. Actually, wait, how did he take all that damage? Use that full health, really? It's crazy. One more turn for Canopus and he's gone. We had just survived that turn. Actually, wait. Why did... Yeah, just have her... So after the next battle, we no longer need this wizard because we're going to get our mage. I don't know if she can reach from here. Can she? Will we go? She can, I'll be damned. Just barely, though. Cool. Sometimes, you know, it can be kind of unsure.
You abandon your post and go over to the enemy. Do you know what this means?
And this scene only appears
Balsafon
in,
admitted to the
It's his brother.
you know, the law path. Let's go here and check real quick. I'm like 90% sure we cannot access her battle, but if you go to Krysaro, yeah, her battle's not open yet. Go ahead and reload.
Tactics Ogre.
You don't want to mess with the weather. You understand why I'm saying don't mess with the weather yet. Yep, doing caps. Go ahead and change his abilities out. You should not need these for a bit. Check out the woman in green. That is going to be our mage. You have to let her live. That means you have to knock her to hit point critical and do not kill her. Oh, wait, do we...
No use to
we should reset this. Hold on.
feign.
We do not been including Olivya. Yeah, we need to include Olivya. Good lord, we're dodging a severe bullet here too.
Tactics Ogre.
So we need to change out our party a little bit. Bring your since our wizard is airline, we're gonna want to bring him. You can drop the aerosol for this fight because she is lightning and weak against them anyway. But we want to have Olivya for the dialogue.
No use to feign ignorance, father. I know you know.
So for this fight, be very careful on how much damage you do to Sherri. You only want to knock her to hit point critical. You do not want to kill her. Olivya must be alive, and I believe you had to have her in this mission in order to get her. Let me double check because it's been a while. Okay, it doesn't mention Olivya, but you do, bringing her, you do get dialogue. This takes a while to kick off. At least I'm pretty sure you do. Notice that she hits very hard, and she's not even anywhere near her maximum potential. This is just boss Sherri. Be careful about those pits. You get knocked off into them, it's instant death for that character, and they cannot be revived. And if Denim gets knocked off, it's instant game over. Yeah, see? That's exactly the thing I was worried about. Okay, he's not in range. Ooh, please no crit, please no crit. So this could be the tricky part.
No,
There we go.
I've come too.
So once you see that and you get her down just a little bit more, then she teleports out. Don't be afraid to use a cleric kill on her or something to keep her in the fight, so you don't accidentally kill her.
Sherri, stop!
There's the
at
dialogue.
once.
So yes, you do
mustn't
get it.
Fight one another.
Then surrender to the backroom.
Surely you cannot let the Barkram killed
You are wrong, Olivia. When a man vies for power and loses, Mother's blood is on our...
How can you say Father Law? You saw him as he truly...
Okay, heal up. Okay, good. They're keeping her in this fight. Exactly what we want right now. Okay, that's too much damage. Same with that. Heal up for now. Okay, how much damage? Too much, too much, too much. That might work. Yeah. So she hits very hard, and you're trying to achieve a condition of winning this fight without killing her. So if you're not replaying this via World Tarot, yeah, you could be in for a bit of a pain. Okay, I think we can use Hobram's next turn. And again, that could happen. Yep. Still might work in our favor though. Oh, no, 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 no. This might work, though. This is a Hail Mary play. There it is.
You've made
We
a
just
dire enemy this day.
got lucky. Now we know she's alive in the story. She officially banned into the Bakram at this point.
So Prancet has rejoined the Great Father.
Then
have you the will to wage war upon her?
Okay, so this is actually a huge decision point. If you choose the first option, then she will be an enemy combatant at the upcoming battle. If you choose the second option, then she is not an enemy combatant. And what that means is you're going to choose different options in order to try to recruit her. So we're going to take her out of the battle.
I will become like the...
You would
But I cling to my... If anyone can...
if I had had your courage, I will accompany.
Also, note our cap has gone up, but we're not going to go train off screen real quick. Going to remember to fight Ock. Advance the story. Because we need to do this in order to unlock a bunch of recruitment. Now, this starts down the path towards, depending on which choices you make, you either get the Lord class or the Princess class. On a first run, you're going to want to get Lord. Lord is extremely powerful, and with the World of Tarot, you can go back and get Princess anyway in this chapter. And that's generally the recommended strategy, just because how strong, the Lord class is. When we unlock the Lord, we'll go into more details about that. Okay, so we got next turn. All right, so check the war report. This unlocks the path down to the Palace of the Dead. This unlocks the next step of Azelstan's recruitment. Now you're going to want to go down to Banhamuba if Sherri survived the battle. Sometimes you want to change the weather. Sometimes if you just go back and forth between Diod and Banhamuba, you can get... There it is. Yeah. If you just keep going back and forth, sometimes you can just get the weather on its own without having to go to a training battle and using Horns of the Savage. But that's the if you're impatient option. Now to this cutscene, Sherri is offered as a recruit. Take her. She is your main mage at this point. She completely absolutes any other generic mage you have. And she is by far one of the most powerful ones in the game for very little effort. Not to mention, she can be gained on all routes, whereas Krysaro requires a very long process if you're kind of in the habit of killing everybody. So yeah, Krysaro requires effort. What was his name in this one? It's Rudlum, I think, in this one. Yeah, Albaleo is a recurring character, and he's called Rudlum in this one. He requires you go down to the Palace of the Dead, and even then you still got to keep him alive in a fight. But Sherri is just straight up one of the best in the game, especially once she gets access to the Shaman. So notice she's a little bit... She's pretty close to what she was at just now in the boss fight. Go ahead and put whatever you can on her. Strip out some of these spells. You only need her to have her earth spells. You can go ahead and get rid of this as well, because you're not going to be using golems in the setup most likely. And she will not be on this for very long. Once you get access, once you clear Barnicia, you get access to more of the map and the fortresses. The fortresses are required to be available in order to do the Shaman's quest. Once you clear the fortresses and then the Shaman's quest, you get access to the class. And it's a powerful class that only the elemental sisters of Sherri, Olivya, Sistina, and a couple of others can access, as well as Denup and I think somebody else. But for the most part, you're only going to be using Sherri as a shaman. More than one shaman is overkill, especially once you get access to summons. Notice that she can use a lot of stuff. Notice she can become dark, but she cannot be light. Once you switch her to a shaman, she is hard locked to earth. Anyway, she's the one you've been saving these charms for, so go ahead and give them to her right away. Okay, let's change her order as well. Like I said, she replaces your mage, but you want to move her up. You know, you should have the characters you're actually using up in the main line. That way you can get to their gear quicker. Go ahead and upgrade her gear if you can.
You sure? You sure? You sure? You sure?
Also, since we have these, we can go ahead and make a bunch of these.
What do you say? You sure? What do you say?
Notice how much of an upgrade they are over warrior rings. And we'll crack the upgrades real quick, so I was making. I did that. All right, all right. We're in the wrong tab.
Just give the word.
Now we should have access to this. I'm going to check this real quick. We're actually going to go and train, but this is making sure this is actually available, because I believe it is. It is. Okay. We are going to reload. We're going to go train, and then we'll come back to this fight. This is a very hard fight. And you're going to understand why in a moment. So go ahead and reload.
Tactics Ogre.
And we're going to see you when we've done our training, so we'll be back soon. Alright, we did our off-screen grinding. We are back. You'll notice we have access to Giga Tempest finally. And unfortunately, we don't have the finishers yet for a couple of these other ones, but we'll get them in the next battles. What's important is we have at least 2 of them, so we have 4 spear users, and half of them have Giga Tempest, so that's what matters. Now you need to bring a Hobron for this battle. We don't really need any extra units right now. We'll be fine with 11.
I know you can hear me, swordsman.
This is
Are you
an important
Hobron
decision to
von
make.
Rams or no?
You have to pick 2, or you cannot recruit Ozma.
Yes, Ozma. It is I.
You're alive. Balsaphon lied to me.
They sought to...
Ozma, listen to me. We have our orders.
Also, something to
No
note
matter
is
the
this is
rise
the
and
only time
wherefores.
Volok is ever a
This
fight in
man
the
is
game.
our enemy.
It can only be fought
He's
on
our
law.
oath-bound-
And you have to be doing the Ozma recruit quest in order to get them. What you're going to want to do is debuff her early on. Okay, we should be able to get, these intelligence charms are going straight to Sherri. Notice her counterattacks hit very hard. Well, you want to put a weaken on her immediately. She's an equal threat, physical and magic, so she'll be casting both. Okay, so she lost one of her. I think she had started out with 2 physical. Started out with something. And she overwrote one of them now. Actually, wait, hold on. I got an idea. Oh, she did. She had 2 physical. Okay, so that actually helped us a lot. We want to weaken her and then use breaches on Volok. If she gets too low, then we're going to need to pull back our people. He's actually taking a lot of damage now.
Nowhere too many.
Save your worry, Vol.
Do not let vengeance.
I am a lost Lorien now.
So, this is actually a battle you may want to consider using orbs on, just because they like to group up a lot, and getting access to Volok can be a bit of a pain. Let's see. And the quicker you get in the battle, the better. And I'm really glad I took that now. Very easy charm kicking off, and it's usually at the hands of Ozma or some random blowgun. Anyway, take note of his spells and his armor. So he's more of a combination of heavy armor and mage. Notice he's got a nasty little finisher. All the Dark Knight finishers have a secondary status effect. Barbas by far is the scariest one because that can inflict petrify. And unfortunately, we don't have a ice finisher. Well, our beast tamer's not ice, so we can't come in, bring her over and just smack him with it. Now you have Giga Tempest. Excellent. Notice it's a AoE It, hits, 5. It can hit up to 5 units, and it's got range. So it's nastier than, Heart Crusher in most respects. If you hit a water wicket unit, they are gonna hate life. Like, look at that. And we don't have any damage increases right now. What you're going to want to do here is tank Ozma once you get her debuffed and go send your spear users over to Volok. You only need to knock him to hit point critical and then do the same for Ozma. At this point, you should have an incredible amount of AoE with your spear users and Sherri. Get them in range for Giga Tempest, and then just spend every turn spamming it whenever you can. Eventually, these guys will go down quick. Okay, we need to get a whole aerosol. Good. Okay, everybody's in decent condition. Let's just go ahead and heal him, because he's probably about to take another shot from somebody. Ooh, she's poisoned. We should consider healing her if it gets too low. Now, Volok is in range of, Junon. He's got enough for Giga Tempest.
So, this is Holbrook.
A Knight Commander.
Does nothing escape you? I shall have to take blind so to watch you move. Let us
strike me if...
Ow. Freaking ow. But he just made it much easier to reach him. If we don't heal her now, she will die next turn, so... Actually, yeah, this... Yeah, okay, good timing. Yeah, look at that. We can hit 3 at once. Sometimes they'll miss. I'm sure it works on these guys otherwise. Alright, who's banged up? Ooh, you're really banged up. We're gonna redo that turn. I misaimed it. I should have went for the 3. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Oh! That worked out. We would hit friendlies this way. Can we hit it right here? Yeah, we can. That should keep her safe a little bit. Okay. Should just healed over him. I didn't realize he was that low. Once again, there's no penalty to using chariot, so use it. Well, like it's off the field.
No place.
I will not leave.
The truth's no.
Now we take care of Ozma. So this is why you want to have as many Giga Tempest users as you can. Because, yeah, spears are busted in Reborn. Like, they're just crazy. My god. So, archers are incredibly annoying late game. Had to fall back and just heal Sherri. Oh, she was at 4 hit points. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Wait a turn. Get Volok down, man. We gotta get rid of these guys. Who can we get rid of? Ooh, get rid of you. One less person on the field. We're just going to do this. Alright, it won't be like that. Oh, yeah, we cannot use it. We get a better position. Oh, yeah, that works better.
This is no place to die.
There we go.
I yield.
Completed.
I will fight. Hobrum.
And we did it without losing people this time. So it takes a little bit of trickery, but it's actually not a hard fight if you know what you're expected to do, or rather a strategy that works. Spear users spam Giga Tempest. Should not be going into this battle without being a level 30 at least, just because of that. And here, this is the only way you can learn the full story of Hobrum and Ozma, because in the other paths, in the other routes, Ozma dies before she can meet Hobrum again.
Nothing would please me more, but the resistance killed my brother.
If you pick the second option, then she refuses to join because she views you as wishy-washy. You have to basically challenge her out on saying you both owe each other.
My father would still, but he told me to be a stone, if it will move Valeria to...
You would forgive me. It would be easy. Let me be your eyes, Hobrum.
Thank you, Ozma.
And this is how you get her. She is, as I said back during a last session when talking about Ravenous and White Knight and how Ozma's technically better, Ozma's just straight up better in her Knight Commander job, so don't change her from it. What are we low on? Oh, we need to get Brand's Sacrifice. Okay. Now, Ozma serves an interesting role. She technically replaces Mirrodin. You don't give her let's see. You give her a sword and shield. There's a reason why. Notice this is an ice finisher. She starts out as ice. So, she starts out with level 31 swords, meaning you could just use this and have a very powerful finisher attack. get all the stuff. There. You can set her up similar to Mirrodin, but notice that she can do double attack or siege, which means she can run around the battlefield as goes where she pleases, like Mundo. She also has access to Slayer skills. If you want to have a quicker time clearing out a spawn of beasts or dragons, she can replace Yunon in a pinch. So because of her flexibility as Knight Commander, she has the ability to, in smaller deployments like 5 or 8, she can replace 1 or more of your units. You know she has high stats just straight out the box, and they're only going to go up as the game goes on. I suggest stripping her attack magic, or rather her elemental attack magic, because the AL expand that over something like healing or similar. He doesn't really need much otherwise. But this is a decent setup for now. When you get her up in low, she gets access to even nastier stuff. Notice how this works. There are some late game spawns that like to have similar effects on their passives, and they can be incredibly annoying. This is also a very powerful ability in the mid and late game, because there are lots of spawns that like to get stuff like dragon scales or phalanx, and they can be incredibly irritating if you don't have some way of removing it, because sometimes they just keep popping off over and over and over, making it difficult to move against them. So anyway, you're going to put her up in your main party line, because she is a very powerful unit, and again, in some scenarios she will replace Junan or Mirrodin, but most likely you're going to have her replacing Mirrodin in the same comps. It doesn't mean you stop using Mirrodin either. It just means if you have to choose between her or Mirrodin for a lower deployment, you pick her, always. Again, notice she can't, if you look at her stats, you would think she is a strong white knight. And she is, but keep her as, Knight Commander. It's too many abilities in Knight Commander, plus, you do get major stats overall, but you want to keep her as Knight Commander because of the access to certain abilities that White Knights don't get, which we just saw. And she is honestly one of the best tanks in the game, especially once you get her better gear and give her some stat charms. Speaking of which, let's go upgrade her gear.
Just give the word. You sure? You sure? Just give the word. What do you say?
Oh yeah, we forgot to buy that, didn't we? Alright, now we're going to go ahead and go to the next series of battles. Oh, if you go over here, you get a cutscene that explains what the Zenobians' true purpose was in area.
We will return a swift...
This banishment...
And it's also one of the very... I talked about this back in the Let's Play, but this is one of the very few times in the game you can actually see Tristan. And not to mention, it establishes the canon ending of Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen, which is Tristan becomes king. There are multiple endings in that game that is that where your player character could become lord, or Tristan becomes king. Canon ending is Tristan becomes king. It's just not really clear which ending from there. Because there's a few that says Tristan becomes king. It's just not a matter. I think it's the good ending where the player character turns over, the kingdom to Tristan, rather than Tristan having to form a rebel force and take it over. Now you can technically go over to the Palace of the Dead to start that off, but along the way you're going to end up running into another recruitment opportunity for a character that replaces your Beast Tamer. But I would not suggest going to the Palace of the Dead until after you've cleared a certain upcoming area. Or at the very least wait until the cap is 40. Because the Palace of the Dead is rough. Especially if you're doing it at lower level. Now at this point you can consider having a full stack of 12. So your comp will look similar to this. You're going to have Sherri as your mage, Olivya as your cleric, and then your front line is going to be Ozma. Put her up. Yeah, your front line is going to be these guys. Ozma, Mirrodin, and Junon, with Denim and Canopus being your guys looking for taking down bosses. Oberon could be a buffer as well as a minor healer, and then you have your two lobbers as healing duty, with Ariel taking care of long-range threats. And see, we have 2 dragons again. If for some reason you still have not gotten them, yeah. But also note, this is an opportunity to get a Thunder Dragon. And those tend to be kind of hard to get, so we're actually going to try to get him. Otherwise, this is a boss assassination. Let's see, where are you? I'm going to change her over. I've been meaning to do it. Now that Ice Finisher is going to hit hard. And we have some spare charms, so go ahead and put that on Sherri. Once you've gotten access to the start of the Shaman quest, you're going to see some serious stat increases when you switch to Shaman. She is very, very strong.
They're unboxed.
That's her unique, and it's kind of funny. It's what she's been using to counter us. So Ozma is usually going to be your fastest unit at this point. We're going to manually control a few of these because we want to get that dragon. It will save us trouble for the Denim quest. Now remember, since this, Thunder Dragons are electric, you're going to be hitting them pretty hard with Sherri from the start. You shouldn't need much effort to drop one. We'll go ahead and take that because we want to power up Canopus for this individual Heart Crusher sniping. And that's why Ozma is prized as a crazy tank for late game stuff, as he just saw that Ivory Tower popping off. Okay, we should probably turn the A off because we were about to kill him. Might not be in range. Oh, we don't even have enough points to go ahead and move them up. They stay grouped up like that or close to it, they're going to get blasted to hell and back. Wow, you didn't have to chariot much. Nice. See, she's, we just got her and she's already powerful right up the gate, so always recruit Ozma. So, y'all want to see a magic trick? Watch this. Yeah, this is about to happen. So yeah, always get Yunnan. I keep mispronouncing this name. I keep thinking it's Yunnan, but was it Yunnan? But here is what the dragon's really good for, being a meat shield, taking aggro. They're blowing all of that and they're not going to come anywhere near close to killing them. And by the way, that's not even close to Yunnan's full power. Like, we're doing that without in-game gear, and yeah. I think the highest I saw was it was enough to one-shot one of the bosses in the shaman chain, and that was no easy feat. How handy of him to come nearer, saving us a little bit of trouble. Probably heal him. Wait, no, it's a dragon. Do they have genders? I think monsters are actually treated as a visual, but the reptiles are always male, Lambiss are always female, same with the pixies. Whatever they are visually. So I guess dragons are just gender neutral. Interesting. You like that dragon sticking? Hey, that lightning spam looked fun. Can I get in on that? Which is what I want to think here. I think we can snipe him from here. Oh yeah, we got the range.
Can't let...
And pick up that dragon because, yeah, it's +1 to the quest. And more stuff to give to her. I think we have to actually go back right now and go get, oh, actually, there's a cutscene you need to do for Azelstan. And it's not active, but when it is, you go to Quadriga. Maybe we have to go to Omish first, then Quadriga. So make sure to save. There it is. Cutscene. Go to Quadriga, or it should be after this. Yep. After that, go back to Omish. Okay, so it's not active yet. We may have to... I'm going to check real quick because I think we had to go into the Pirate's Graveyard, clear out a little bit. Or it may not be available to after Barnicia, but you're supposed to do it, get the cutscenes at this point. Let me double check, because again, some of these I'm a little fuzzy on because I haven't had to do them in a while. Okay, you have to do these cutscenes before Barnicia Castle. After that, then you come back to Port Omish. So keep that in mind if you want to recruit him, because you do want to get him. He brings Buccaneer marks in the Reborn version. He does not in the PSP version. Why? I don't know, but it's a good quality of life change as far as I'm concerned. Remember what I said before about why you want to get Buccaneer unlocked. Here we go, an assassination mission. You may want to consider putting a knight in just for those strength charms. So you have to drop somebody. If you decide to drop somebody, switch out Holbram. Voltaire is likely to be your only knight, so if you want to avoid him getting just murked, you're going to want to give him a lot of charms. You've been keeping his gear upgraded. Oh! Hey, whoops! Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. There's a way to turn on something to disable charm, free from, but it's not a big deal. Honestly, it's not really a big deal. Plus, you can get charms in San Bronsa. But yeah, that's on me. Sorry. And having min-maxing the charms like this is not necessary to complete the game. It helps, but it's not necessary. And unfortunately, you cannot assign AI while on the screen. You have to do it in battle. It's dumb. We do want to have him here because we want those strength charms. Also, since he's low level versus the others, he's going to skyrocket hard on his weapons.
So, the Armoricans think to deny reinforcement to your rooms at Camden. A fine stratagem on the page, but how long can this lesser force...
If you missed, you haven't noticed this is another opportunity for Thunder Dragons. If you missed, the one in the previous battle, you can get it here, and also another one for Light Dragon. And you're gonna want to bring Yunan so you can 2-shot. They need it. Well, he's probably gonna 1-shot once he gets Dragon Slayer. But you can also help him out by sending people to smack around some of these. We're going to keep him back. Well, we might be able to safely go up and attack. If anything else will give him free stuff for his, let's move her over here and get that skill up so we can pop her stuff more freely. But yeah, we might be able to get a free kill in. I guess he's tanked up, yeah. Notice he was around, what, level 10 before he came in? Yeah, he just got full level, so it's based off the level of the person you're targeting, so you get more XP for attacking higher level. Keep that in mind, because you're going to need to do that to do a loyalty cheese in the neutral path. You will get to that in time. Where is the boss? Oh, he's over there. Okay, remember, this is an assassination, so you can just dogpile him when you're getting close enough. the dragons are the biggest threats here. You may just want to consider sniping them out. Well, not really sniping, just use on the one shot. Consider the light dragon, because the light orb you get from selling him is very powerful. Yeah, whoops. Oh, we can just cure that. So something I forgot to talk about with ease is it takes the highest priority debuff, or I should say, it takes the debuff that was applied first. There we saw poison and stun. It removed poison first. Ooh, silencing. That's gotta hurt. Man, they just won't let him get mana yet, huh? Really useful for him to come closer to us. Now he has Giga Tempest. Sweet. Time for one of you to go bye-bye. Oh my god. We should probably heal him soon. Ah, unfortunate. But we can get around that by just changing positions. Try again. Okay, so it's gonna be like that. Well, whatever. Keep Ozma there because she can one-shot him due to him being ice weak. Honestly, it's kind of worth it because they all three can heal and self-heal. Got that very unfriendly fire. So yeah, I think he was waiting for us to do that. Let's not do that then. Crazy, they both still get crits. And we're gonna do that. Alright. There, you should be able to survive. All right. Oh, didn't interrupt. What? Okay then. I was expecting that to keep Cherry into that, but hey, it's another one to sell off. We still got to sell off the other one as well. But since we accomplished that, we can just end the mission now. Oh, didn't even need Ozma after all. Cool. Just soaks up all that XP. Go ahead and sell it now.
What do you say?
You are, in fact, a slave to be sold.
Just give the word.
I don't know, dragon meat pretty tasty.
Well,
do we need to get anything else? Doesn't look like it, alright. This is an assassination mission. May want to change out for a beast slayer because there are no dragons here, but those griffins can be annoying.
Denim of Goliath. So it is true. Ah, I had forgotten how invigorating the battlefield.
Catiua, this might take a bit. Okay, so let's see. I want to get rid of these beasts. For some reason, Yunan's going over to the enemies. So yeah, he could do that and it hurts. Pulls this crap again later. Although at that point you should be able to better deal with him. I'm not impressed. I can do that too. And the AI is just dogpiling our weaker units. That's why you can get rid of beasts early, because they like to go into your back line. Your backline healers can be really stupid.
I confess.
This is no... I am not come to abduct a princess. I mean to...
And if I told you the princess was not in Barnicia Cup?
A lie. Our men risked their lives to glean her location. Yet it is you and the rest...
You still have such trust. You're reckless. Enough of it.
Ah, I hope you're not...
I admire. Can't wait to see.
The Dark Knights pretty much are screwing over, the back room.
What?
Anyway, we just need to send him a hit point critical and we did. We're gonna go run over here real quick because apparently we need to go into the pirate's graveyard just long enough not to actually fight, but go in then come back out. Should now be able to do Azelstan's quest. If we can't, then it's okay. That's what World Tarot is for. We can fix that later. What you want to do, what you want to do is get a lot of these, the recruits and everything set up in Chapter 4 Law. That way, when you go to the other paths, you have a lot of these unlocked already. Okay, this is going to be one where you just let the AI go nuts. John should be alright here, but the upcoming one is going to be, the next one is going to be a boss, and we want to target him big time. It should be relatively safe to let the AI auto battle here. No, we forgot to take off the skills from Junon. It's alright. Notice they're dropping like flies already. I just saw Sherri went down. Let's take care of that. Where's Canopus? Wait, she was at 4 hit points almost? Oh, 50%, alright. Can we also talk about how a golem is poisoned? I feel like we should talk about that. I don't see anybody else down. We should be safe to go back to auto battle. That didn't last long.
That's almost as if... Surely...
Alright, so the next fight is the one where you gotta fight Barbas, and he's a pain if you don't know how to deal with him. Put this all off the screen. Now we're going to want to control manual control for this one. Barbas is Earth element, so Canopus really shines on this guy. So be careful moving up lightning units around him because he counters lightning and he hits hard. And I can't overstate enough how much he hits. So you want to try to end the thing before he gets enough for his finisher, or be prepared to do a lot of healing. So he starts out with double physical. Yeah, Barbas is really hard. Stun proof, but that doesn't mean he can't be hit by it. This means he's got very high resistance. I have seen silence proof kick in, not fail to protect somebody before. It's just very rare. Better heal, because I feel like they're going to keep dogpiling him before he gets him over to heal him. Even though it'd be nice to take out, one or two of those. Also, you get bonus dialogue if you bring Ozma, Mirrodin, and Canopus. You don't have to bring all of them, but you can bring any of them. You get bonus dialogue, I should say. Okay, we double healed because I wasn't sure. I didn't mean to cancel the move. Notice he's just standing back. He's not really doing anything until he gets his finisher, I bet. We're not quite able to force him away from the field in one shot. Well, yep, that could happen. He knew what was going to happen. We didn't put ease on her for some reason. Who is it on? Meriden? Okay, I know we put it on somebody. So this is where flying units can be really useful. Just bypassing, the initial area. We're going to see if he moves forward and then just body blast him. She's gonna take damage either way, but we need to get more damage in on him. Can you move closer? No. So yeah, he can one-shot you. You don't somehow weaken him. Yep, so that happened. Wait, how he went from one? He was over threshold. It was 1,000 damage, wasn't it? Okay, since he's moved up, we can just start blasting him. Ooh, how do you like it, pal?
I find myself...
Good old crit incident kicking off again. Now, I don't think we lost anybody. Let's see. Cool. Now, what's coming up is one of the hardest battles in the entire game if you're trying to do a no chariot run. Yeah, I see why. You get strength charms. Now, I'll give you the biggest tip I can give for this battle if you're trying to do it without chariot. Come back after you've cleared chapter 4. Because by then you should have shaman plus summons, plus you can do it unsynced. We're going to go into what unsynced means when we hit that point. But the other one will be easy enough. The Matrix Heal 2 is really more important. Also, this battle changes if whether or not you chose the choice that forces Catiua onto the field. And this is the weapon that you receive at the end of Night Lotus. You can devolve. Devolve means you lose levels, but it's only for the duration of the battle. You see he's got double physical and magic, so he's going to hit hard. Let's go.
I do not leave the field eagerly, but I admit we are outmatched. Catiua, we return to Heim. This decrepit castle crumbles around us.
First strategy is wait for him to come down, because if you try to rush in, you're going to deal with all of these guys. They have a decent mix of mages and knights. So patience is a very good strategy here. Just wait for him to come down, take him down one by one if you can. This fight gets much easier once you clear chapter 4 and you get, come back here unsynced. It is possible to do it without, doing that, but it's much harder. And honestly, it requires, the alternate way is to go down in the Palace of Dead ahead of time, and that's rough without the level 40 or 45 cap. So just wait and wait. Sooner or later, the AI will get, impatient, so to speak. again, keep waiting. You want to do full control here so your AI doesn't wander off into a kill zone. Like I said, the AI is getting impatient. See? Now they're coming to us. You may want to try to sneak that magic one wherever, you know, it spawns. You have orbs. This is actually a pretty decent battle to consider them for. An upcoming battle is much more you know, recommended for them, though. We want our White Knights to get their skills up faster, especially Mirrodin, because he's our main tank in this area. And he's going to redirect a lot of damage. Having enough crits means Venom should be able to one-shot the water people because of the way lightning works with Giga Tempest. See? That's why we want Mirrodin to get his off sooner and more reliably. Also, by the way, I forgot, except for the Coda fight, this is the only time in the game Lanselot has ever fought. He has always fought in Chapter 4, and this battle is across all routes. Chapter 4 overlaps a lot with, well, Chapter 4 Law overlaps a lot with Neutral and Chaos. They share a lot of the same common fights, it's just some characters are recruitable and some aren't. Because the story is altered to where they do not appear, or they appear earlier in the story, and thus do not appear in this chapter. We also want Ozma's skills to pop off because they have some buffs that we want to strip. Now, if we were in range, that would be a good chance it would be one shot because of the crit. Ooh, physical, yes, that would help a lot. Don't think a double shot would kill. That'll spook him. Nobody's really injured right now. Now we can move him out. Good, we can have, you know, keep Olivya right next to him and keep spamming heals. Now he's moved up, we can start, you know, spamming Giga Tempest. So this is very much a patience battle. This does get significantly easier once you can unsync and use summons. Kind of suspected that was going to happen. Remember, you only need to knock him to hit point critical. He does not need to be fully killed. I'm pretty sure that's not the case for this fight. Good job. something you want to consider is what we're going to be doing after this, which is changing around our loadout for wizards. Okay, who's low? Hobram. I think he's going to target Hobram. And there it is. Yeah, we almost had that. But again, this will be much easier to do when Chapter 4 is unlocked. I think he's going to target Hobram either way. Oh, he goes for Vice. He goes for her weaknesses. Interesting. But you know, those strength charms are not as critical as clearing the fight. The major heal 2 is more important, really. Well, I did not know that Ivory Tower applied against finishers. That's a new one. Mostly because I've never actually had much... There's never really been any instance in all this time I spent playing this game where this has actually come up. That's how rare it is to see an Ivory Tower unit being targeted by that. Reardon should have enough by now. Yeah, he's got enough for Git Gud Tempest. Gotta get him in range. Sorry, buddy. It's your bait. There it is.
Cannot hold.
If Cashua's here, then you get to see the extra dialogue between her and him, assuming she's alive. Not to mention, if she dies before he leaves, then he, reacts to that as well. So this is the big decision point for whether or not Catiua lives or dies.
His sister as you did.
You had to choose the right answers here. It all depends on whether or not she was in the battle. So if she was not in the battle, then you need to say never abandon her, and that you took no joy in her parting. But if she was present, and you say you had to do what you had to do, and then she is your sister. So we're going to pick the wrong answer here.
I did leave you, I'll not deny it. But only because I did not want to see you caught up in this war, sister.
Is this war so important to you?
Ending it is, but I need...
You beast! You would use me...
No, the Dark Knights would have kept... Come with... Together we...
I want no crown! It is you, and Lodus and all of the rest who clamour for my... No more! I can take no more!
Calm, sister.
I'm past all that!
Sister, no! Someone!
So, yeah.
No! No!
The good news about this scene, you only see it one time when you're starting from a clean save. Any other time you can just do Princess because you already got the Lord marks. Oh, and our party cap has gone up, so we'll be doing off-screen training. Go back to Fidoc to get access to Lord. Now, here's the big thing about Lord. It's a custom class that allows you to set it up to any way you prefer. But it scales best off your learned jobs at 40, 45, and then 50. So you need at least 3 marks to fully unlock the class. You get 5 from completing, these events for the first time. You're going to want to make sure you cycle through all of the classes at least once. So you're going to want to go back and buy a bunch of the ones you can. Not including whatever class you start with. So at that point, you basically look up a guide to know which classes get what skills at what level. That way you can cut down on how many jobs you need to swap between. That being said, let's first off go and buy some class marks. Although ultimately there's really only a few you actually should consider getting as denim. You should at some point swap to every single job that he can access, but you really only need very specific ones, mostly Rune Fencer. You need Rune Fencer over 40, and then you need Buccaneer over 45. So let's save. We're going to go look at a completed save. Wait, did we lose anybody? Hang on. Okay, no. So we're going to go look at a completed save that has Lord maxed out.
Tactics Ogre.
Fortunately, we're not saving, so we can just... Oh! Yeah, we can just do whatever. Okay, so... Yeah, we have Necromancer... Buccaneer right there. You can see what Buccaneer gets. They get, immunity to, 3 magic fully upgraded, plus risk management. Actually, wait, did they really get risk management? I don't think that's... Huh. Hey, you can see the general idea what they get. Let's strip gear. Some gear in that game will give you special stuff, by the way. Okay, so that is something they were equipped with. Okay. You can see what they get here. They get pretty decent stuff. 3 magic immunity, as well as Speed Star, which is a key thing here. And also Evade, which gives you notifying, all that. Again, see, Dragoon doesn't really level up much after a while. It pretty much just gets steadfast, and that's like it. So you get a lot of Dragoon stuff early on, so that's one you can skip. If you're starved on class marks and you want to know which ones you want to be efficient with, since you definitely want to get Lord as soon as possible, but you want to be low, maxed out first before swapping, because other than some minor stat growth, the way Lord works is, the way levels work is, if you're level 35 as a rune fencer, you're level 35 as a warrior, meaning, you don't have to be level 35 you don't have to level up as a warrior to get access to skills. It's automatically going to unlock when you swap back to it. And you can see here, it keeps putting that on there. You can see what I mean. So, basically I suggest looking at a guide and seeing what abilities you want to put on Lord. Lord can take everything except Fusiliers, as far as I know. So you can pretty much customize him to whatever you want. I would honestly suggest getting Rune Fencer up to the cap, as well as swapping between Rune Fencer at cap, as well as Dragoon to get those skills. And maybe, let's see, going by this, Buccaneers at an absolute necessity. Anything else is up to you, so you do not need to keep doing, swapping in and out. Those are just 3 I would suggest above all else, because they all possess very good stuff for them to get. Let's go back to our save.
Tactics Ogre.
And wait to do it, just swapping until you've actually gotten to low, the Union cap. 36, it will unlock a lot of stuff, but 45 is the general point where you should be doing the full roster swap, rather the full grand tour, so to speak. 45 and 50. That way you're guaranteed to have every single thing, and it keeps you from wasting your Lord marks, because unless you tend to get Lord over and over, you're repeating the event, you only do it one time. Otherwise, you'll be getting Princess in the other endings. Anyway, this has run on pretty long, so next session we'll have the rest of the game, rest of the Chapter 4 path, because between these 2 battles, as well as Heim and then the in the dungeon, there's a lot to cover. Not to mention we still have to show the Shaman, because Shaman will help a lot in the last Heim, as well as the final dungeon. So there's quite a bit to go, and we still have to go do Palace of the Dead in order to unlock that. So yeah, that's it for now. We're going to see you next time for probably more of the side quests, because there's a lot of side quests that normally you would ignore because they're not necessary. However, in this game they are absolutely necessary, and getting them done in your first clear, preferably a law, will help you a lot in your clearing of the other paths. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.